Hey, how's it going everyone? It's me, it's Count, and welcome to another Pokemon Go discussion video. Today we are going to be looking at what could be the next Mega Evolutions released into the game. Recently, data miners uncovered assets added to the game files that point towards the imminent release of Mega Sableye, Mega Aggron, and Mega Banette. I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Alright, now before we get started, let me just say that all of the information in this video is from data mined information. Thus, nothing is fully confirmed or announced, so take everything that I talk about in this video with a huge grain of salt. Anything can change from the moment a new piece of info is leaked through data mining and when they are officially announced, so do keep that in mind and temper your expectations. Okay, now with that said, let's talk about these new megas. The good folks over at Pokeminers disassembled the latest update, and they found a bunch of key assets related to upcoming content. A few of these assets are the models for Mega Sableye, Mega Banette, and Mega Aggron. Now, every time they bring in a new Mega Evolution, they typically add all of the assets for the Mega Evolution just prior to their release. The same could be the case for these three Megas. Now let's speculate when and how these Mega Evolutions will get released. First, let's talk about Mega Aggron. The fact that assets for Mega Aggron were added to the game could be a hint towards what the September Community Day will be. I mentioned in a previous video that there was a high possibility that Aggron would get a Community Day sometime in the next season. Well, the imminent release of Mega Aggron would certainly support that notion. If Niantic were to have September Community Day be Aggron, then later in the month release Mega Aggron, that would certainly make a whole lot of sense. Aggron is kind of a meme Pokemon at this point, but many players are highly anticipating the release of its Mega Evolution, as that could elevate it to relevancy. I think what it will come down to is what move it would gain from a Community Day. If it were to get a really good Steel type charge attack, for example, then this could be your number one Steel type raid attacker. Now, included with Mega Aggron, we may also be getting Mega Sableye and Mega Banette within the next season. These Mega Evolutions will likely be released in conjunction with the Halloween event, as they typically do a whole lot related to Ghost-type Pokemon during that time of the year. Oddly enough, they are going with 2 Ghost-type Mega Evolutions instead of 1, so this could be a really hyped month, or it could be pretty crowded. Regardless, I'm pretty excited about at least Sableye, because that particular Mega Evolution could be gangbusters for the Master League in the future. A regular Sableye is already really good for the Great League, but imagine just how much of a menace the Mega version would be in the Master League. Considering that the Master League meta is full of Pokemon that would be weak against it, the inclusion of Mega Sableye will cause players to rethink how they approach their battles. It's going to be a very interesting time once this Mega is released. Now, in terms of Mega Banette, this could be a sizable replacement to Mega Gengar in raid battles. Especially against Psychic-type legendaries, this Mega Evolution would have all of the benefits of Mega Gengar without the trade-off of being weak against Psychic-type attacks. Thus, the implication behind the release of Mega Banette cannot be understated. This could truly change the game in terms of most legendary raid battles. So yeah, overall, I can't help but be excited for the inclusion of these Mega Evolutions. There's just a lot of gameplay implications behind them, and they are certainly going to generate a lot of buzz within the Pokemon Go community. I'm really hoping that with all of these Mega Evolutions, Niantic will have different events within Pokemon Go that will give players a chance at getting really good and even shiny versions of these Pokemon. The obvious one that I already mentioned is of course Aggron Community Day, but there was mention of 2 special events happening in September. We could see a Sableye Raid Day or Research Day during one of these events, which will allow players to get high IVs of this Pokemon, as well as the shiny version. We'll just have to wait and see what Niantic has in store. Regardless, it's still pretty exciting. And let me remind you that this is all data mined info. It is possible that none of these 3 Mega Evolutions could make their debut anytime soon, but considering the timing of Halloween, I'm almost guaranteeing that we will at least see one of the Ghost-type Megas get released into the game. There were also a couple of other assets that were data mined outside of these Mega Evolutions, and they seem to be related to the next season being cosmic themed. That's pretty exciting in and of itself because it points towards the release of Cosmog, Solgaleo, and Lunala. I'm actually getting pretty excited about the next season with all these assets getting added to the game. There's a good chance it could be a lot of fun and really amazing. But yeah, with that said, that's going to be the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding these new Mega Evolutions down below in the comment section, and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then be sure to check out the links in the description below. For all of my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-games friends list, so if you want to interact with me in some way, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.